That didn't work. Come on, come on, come on. Hit it!
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and
Hello. Welcome to the Flushing Bloke podcast. I'm Siobhan. And looking at this, I've realised I badly need to go to the hairdressers. But that's not going to happen for
you're
some
not
time.
alone. You're not alone.
I have a main... well, he's already done speaking. It's Eddie.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
And he's awake this week.
Awake and sporting hair gel to kind of control my hair. It's not working. I need to go to the hairdressers too. I just need to get it all cut off.
And you're on mute.
Oh, well, hold on.
Yes, my thumb
Production
just touched
values.
it. Yeah. We has them. And that's Brian. Brian is exhaustipated this evening.
Brian has an all-new reason to cry himself to sleep at night.
He's spent
different from his usual reasons.
Yeah, he spent all week suffering from all the side effects from the vaccine because he's had his second dose. Lucky bastard. And
What was the gap between the two doses?
that's a good
What was the
point.
gap?
Yes. What was the gap?
2 weeks.
That's unbelievable. I mean,
They're saying they've
I
put it
work
announced
at
to
a
12.
hospital. They have this stuff.
a monarch has to wait longer than 2 weeks.
They're saying that we're going to have to wait
I'm
3 months for our second one. So
Yeah.
That's insane.
it's so that they can give everybody the first dose and give them some protection. I've no
But
idea.
then,
I know the EU is having trouble with shipments. With getting
nothing to do with us. Nothing to see here. Cushy. No. Nothing to do with UK. Nothing.
It actually
Don't
isn't.
go there.
That's just it. That's the weird part. We are actually innocent this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the EU that cocked up.
Didn't buy it quick enough.
Yeah, and it's given some levers the chance to say, see,
Oh, I know.
if we were with the EU, we wouldn't have been able to get it.
That's okay. Ohio bought $2 million of hydrochloric, whatever the hell.
Hydrochlorogextrin.
Hydrochlorogextrin. Yes.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck Trump was pumping out.
We could. I mean, I would have sold them
Now they
a
can't
load
get rid of it.
I would have sold them a lot of Domestos for a cheaper rate.
Here's some
They
Jeff.
could have used that, and I've got a bright light here that they can stick places.
Mm-hmm.
To get
Shine the light in.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
Sean McKenna.
Oh, hello, Sean.
Yeah. Yes,
That's
exactly.
easy for you to say, Sean. Yes, that's the one. Yes. I'll go with or something.
Or something.
We'll just go or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because
It's
they're
true.
stuck with it. They're never getting rid of it. Nobody uses that crap.
And the other thing, of course, is you've decided to become a bicycler. You've got your Nancy Pelosi and you're riding her God knows how far.
Yes, I have gotten a Peloton, and
Sounds like something the Radiophonic Workshop would use.
it's a Peloton. Dun, dun, dun. Makes a-
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Flashing Blade Radiophonic Workshop.
And funnily enough, that's the noises he makes when he's on his Peloton as well.
It's true.
No, the noises
heard
I
them.
make on my Peloton are, oh God, please, why am I doing this? Make it stop.
The thing is, it's when it comes off the stand and he rides through the wall. That's the bit I want to see.
It will never happen.
Ah, Brian.
It's designed so that it doesn't do that stuff. It's not a real bike.
Well, you're not a real boy.
I know. That's
So-
why I have a not real bike.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Eddie has a not real wife.
Yes.
Now,
I'm starting
Siobhan?
to wonder about the reality I live in, if I'm honest.
Siobhan, I don't mean to alarm you, but with your cat standing there and in the reflection with the white and stuff, it looked like that massive shadow there was a giant monster about to get you.
Socks, are you a giant monster about to get me, sweetheart?
No, the cat was breaking. The white part of the cat was breaking up the shadow so that it.
I got you, but
2 arms. Yeah.
I thought I'd talk to him and just reassure him that you didn't mean it.
Oh yes. I don't mean that
You're not
it's
a
a giant
Brian
monster.
says you're not a giant monster, much as you like to think you are. You're not. Okay, there we go.
Oh great! Now the cat's gonna hate me for saying it's not a giant monster.
Yes, because cats do that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yes.
They hold grudges,
Actually, they do.
They do.
Not
They
because
really
of something
do.
you said, but if something happens, they will hold a grudge. It can just totally affect their behaviour. It reminds me of when I had Coco. You've seen Chestnut, the black fluffy one. Well, Coco was his predecessor. And he was quite happy, friendly little cat, this, that and the other. And then one day he tried to come in through, this is back where I used to live, through the back door, and saw I had guests and was terrified. And I'm trying to get him in. And the woman was just sitting there howling with laughter at him because he was so scared. And after that, I couldn't pick him up or anything. To the point where I had to get, he was ill, I had to get the vet out to here rather than take him to the vets because I just couldn't do it. And he had to go to the vet. And so I said, well, you're the professional. And he lacerated her arm, which was nice.
Why?
Blood everywhere. He was terrified. But as I'm saying, just one incident can completely change your pet's behaviour.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, Trixie, for example, I think I've said this before. You know, in war films, you get like a shell or a bomb coming in and it sort of goes... Yeah, the sending whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's terrified of that. Absolutely terrified of it. She runs and hides if she hears that, especially fireworks. But if she hears it on the TV, she runs and hides. And now it's getting weirder because she doesn't like the ident music for what culture. She hates that. And then poor Toby Hadoke's got his Happy Times and Places podcast and videocast, which is free on YouTube, though he does have a Patreon. And she's scared of the music of that. As soon as it plays, she starts running, even though it doesn't really have that. It's weird, our animals are. You can never quite place what... If you could, you feel you could possibly try and make it better, but...
Yeah, no.
Chicks, what are you
Animals
doing?
are crazy.
Hello. Yes, we're talking about you.
I think they've inherited dysfunction from humans.
It worries me you say inherited.
Mm-hmm.
That implies some sort of sexual congress.
What two cats do in their own house is their own business.
No, from human to animal.
I'm staying the hell out of that.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. We've gone to a very strange place already.
Reverse.
Yeah. Anyway, how's your week been? Brian, you're dead. Eddie.
It's been good. Work has not been as manic and getting a chance to do things right, which is good. Sean didn't want me going about this because he likes to keep things quiet, but he got nobody watches this anyway, Sean. So he got one of his marks for one of his key essays for his master's degree, and he got a really good mark and some great comments from his lecturer. So he's doing well, which is great.
That's history, isn't it?
Hmm?
He's doing history, isn't he?
It's drama he's doing, but it's history and drama and elements in there and all these different types of things. He'd be able to tell you better than I will. Sean, start typing. Explain it better than me.
Well done, mate. Well done.
And yeah, it's been quiet. It's not nothing majorly exciting. So no, it's been a good week.
You've had a week that really you just want the rest of 2021 to be.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice start. It'd be a nice start.
It's giving
I'm
me
going to take a pass on that one. I don't want 2021 to be like my week, please.
What was my week
But no,
like?
I forgot to add another one. My son was part of the GameStop.
Hey, is he rich?
stock
All
thing.
right.
Is he rich?
Yeah. He started with $500 and he made $14,000.
He's rich.
Wow.
I salute
He's
him.
loaded now.
I salute him, and he's got the money to look after you in your old age.
He's getting there. I'm just going to hand him some money and say, you know what? By the time I retire, make it 10 million. That's all I care.
Thing is, the apps are all stopping people from trading in that. I just think it's extreme hypocrisy. I'm sorry. It really is.
It's hellacious.
It's the very fact that hedge funds are allowed basically to bet against a company and deliberately ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
They're allowed to do that. Because I don't know if you know how it works. What you do is you borrow shares in a company. So I borrow one share off Brian PLC. And I've got a Brian PLC share. I then sell that share. And then I wait until it
At
comes...
whatever price it is going for, so say $10.
Yep. And then what happens is, at some stage, I've got to get another one of these shares to give it to Brian, because I owe him the share. And basically, they found out they were doing it over on Reddit and decided, fuck that. So they went and bought all the shares in GameStop, as many as they could, putting the price up through rocketing. Of course, these hedge funds have got to buy these shares so that they can give them back, because they borrowed them. And of course, the price has gone through the roof, and there's an awful lot of bankrupt people who might have to sell their seventh boat.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I have no sympathy. If you're allowed to deliberately destroy a company's stock value, then you've got to be allowed to take it on the chin this way as well.
I saw a billionaire crying on TV. It was the most wonderful thing I've ever seen.
Well, it's, if you can dish it out, you've got to learn to take it. It was Sean explained this to me. I'd never heard anything about this GameStop stuff until middle of the week.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
roughly what I picked up on.
Yeah.
What's going on here? This looks... Rich people are crying. Hello, Harvey.
What stock do I have to buy to make the rich people cry?
Yeah, I just think, I'm sorry. And now they're sort of closing ranks and saying, well, ordinary people can't do this. And that's
Why not?
essentially what it is. And it's goes,
That's
no.
the
The
entire
stock
purpose.
market is open to anyone. It's manipulating the stock market. You're deliberately destroying companies. How's that not manipulating? So I think at some stage they're either going to try and ignore it and stop it from happening again, which is probably what's going to happen, or they're going to have to look at the rules, because the rules as they stand are blatantly unfair.
Yep.
So anyway, if you're rich, tough shit. Quite frankly, it's yeah.
Get out while you can if you're rich. We're coming for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just how the revolution will start. We'll take their money that way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw a great meme the other day.
You had a meme?
This one guy, he was labeled Reddit, smacking this other guy in the head, and that was labeled Parlor. Caption was, "That's how you start a revolution."
Damn straight. That's how to get them. That's how to get them. Take their money using their own ways of doing it.
Yeah. Take their rules and turn it
We've
against.
become very revolutionary.
Well, it's the Flashing Blade
That's
podcast.
true.
It
To be
is.
perfectly honest with you, this
I mean,
is
come
essentially
on.
a socialist podcast. Though we can't say that for Brian, because socialist is a dirty word in America.
Oh,
Fuck
yes.
that.
yes.
I love socialism. Give me socialized healthcare any day of the week.
It's lovely, Brian. It's wonderful.
That's what I hear.
It's great. I could run into a wall just there, and I wouldn't have to pay a thing. I'd be a bit dizzy.
I'd like to experience that for I
Run
could do
into
that
the
too,
wall.
but-
We can start that bit off.
Well, I could do that too and not pay a thing, but it goes against my credit report.
Wow. I just cannot understand how you cannot have some form of national healthcare system. How people
Richest
They
in the-
don't
richest-
care about us.
it's not just that, but when you talk to people who don't like it, they don't like the idea of having to spend money to look after other people. And it's because if you're hardly spending much, it's just a weekly deduction or monthly deduction from your wage. It covers you as well. Remember that. But no, because it helps other people, people don't want to know.
Right now in our taxes, we have a Medicare a Medicare tax, and then in every paycheck they take out for your health insurance. So you got two things. Oh yeah. If you don't have a job, you don't have health insurance. If you have a job, you may have health insurance.
But I don't understand how you can have Medicare and health insurance.
Well, Medicare's a tax. But
Who's
it's
it paying for? That's what I want to know,
the
because
people
you're
who
already
qualify.
paying it with your insurance.
The old people. You got Medicare and Medicaid. Medicare is basically for retirees who worked all their lives, don't have a job anymore, can't get health insurance. They have Medicare. On top of which, you're paying for health insurance in addition to the Medicare tax. Why not just make it Medicare for
Brian?
all and drop one of the damn
Brian,
thing?
I don't know if you're aware of this, but America's fucked up.
Oh, I know.
I'm just saying, all right? And again, we're going back to rich people.
It can cost a person up to $350 a month for health insurance out of your paycheck.
Well, let's just ask Eddie. Do you know what your national insurance contribution is monthly? It wouldn't be anything near that much, would it?
No, not even close.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Just for health insurance.
It's so low, right, that I couldn't tell you what it is because I've been paying it for that long. It's just, I don't know.
Typical Medicare tax is like $1.50, maybe $4.
That's roughly, well, when I used to work, that's roughly what
Yeah.
national insurance was.
But
which
on top of
covered
which, you
all that.
also have to pay for your health insurance.
Yeah, you see, that one payment covered our health insurance.
Yeah.
The national insurance covers it all. Oh, we pay other taxes, like for local authorities and stuff like that, but we all
Welcome
get
to
the
the
benefit
fucked
of
up
it.
American system.
Do you want to move over here, mate?
I was thinking of moving to Canada at some point.
Ah, Canada.
Canada. Well,
Yes, I've heard good
at some
things
point, if
about
they
their
ever
national
open up
insurance.
the borders again.
Ah, yeah. Anyway, welcome to This Week in Politics. I'm
Hugh
not Andy
Downs
Neil,
will be on later.
along with Diane Abbott. Sorry, I met her.
That's the
She's lovely.
Socialist Worker podcast. Have I come onto the wrong podcast?
Power to the people.
Welcome, comrade.
I used to like watching that. Citizen Smith.
Oh, Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie Smith
Wolfie.
is cool.
Foxy, as Mum used to call him. With Harry the
And
Grout
the-
as the dad.
And the original guy with the iPad. Oh, he was the gangster in it. Blake 7. iPad.
Travis.
Travis! The original Travis was in Wolfie Smith as well.
Ah, okay. Well, you know more than I do, to be honest with you, because I can't remember much about it. Apart from the odd clip you
Oh.
say. Yeah, so it's been a funny old week. Lots of laughing at poor millionaires. That's been
And
pleasurable.
two of my son's friends, they made enough money to each of them put a down payment on a house.
Excellent. Nice.
Yeah.
You've no idea how happy this is making me.
Oh, you kidding
This
me?
is redistributing the wealth, boys.
This is amazing.
I bet.
Now all they
Bernie-
have to do is just keep it up.
How did Bernie not laugh himself to death?
I think Bernie was loving it.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure Diane Warren was or whatever her name is, Warren.
Elizabeth
was
Warren.
loving. Yeah, her.
Brian, I'm from
Yeah?
Jersey, and I know more about your country than you do.
I'm old. Okay.
I'm older.
Hey, if I could, most women's names to me are honey, baby, and sweetheart. At least for the first 3 weeks of any relationship, until I can remember their name.
That's pretty bad.
That is bad. I'm horrible with names. Elizabeth Warren loves this. AOC wants to have hearings. Ted Cruz supported her, and there's a lovely meme of Samuel L. Jackson doing the whole, I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh dear, I forgot what I was going to say. Just come off the back end of something you said.
I'll come back to you.
No, it won't.
Money,
Believe me.
names.
No, I don't want to become
Would you like
famous.
to become famous?
No. Buy followers. If I can't get people, I don't want followers. It makes me sound like some sort of religious nut. Primes and
Wait,
viewers
you're
on-
not? Son of a bitch.
Never be cruel, never be cowardly, just be kind. That's my religion.
The cult of Siobhan-astrology. You heard it here first.
Siobhan-astrology. You mean
Siobhan
there's,
astrology.
All hail Siobhan.
Siobhan. Oh, hell, Siobhan. Siobhan. Oh, hell, Siobhan.
Siobhan.
again, I could get used to this whole followers business. Yeah. I really have forgotten what I was going to say. I need to go to the hairdressers, and I can't. My hair is just... It's starting to mat, because my hair is naturally really thick. And it's matting. Even I'm brushing it, it's matting, and it's just... No, stop it! You have to
No.
sit there and pull it apart with your hands, you know? Plus, bits of it are falling out.
Oh, don't talk to me about that.
That would be stress.
What
Stress
stress?
does that.
What stress do I have? Apart from
You live in a hellscape during plague.
Yeah, but to me, it wouldn't be any different for me because I can't get out anyway. So this lockdown thing is hardly affecting me.
The only difference
I'm so
between
lucky.
Britain right now and Diablo 3 is there is no cow mode.
Moo.
No.
They put a cow mode into Marvel Heroes
Oh, nice.
because it was done by the guy who originally created Diablo, and you had to collect a few things, and then you'd beam to the cow. And of course, cows have a significance in the Marvel universe. It's what the Skrulls were turned into in their first appearance. So every time you kill a cow, it turns into a Skrull. It's brilliant. Sorry, it was.
Did you hear
brilliant.
what happened to those Skrull cows?
Didn't they end up going to a slaughterhouse?
Some of them did, but yeah.
Well, there was
Yeah,
only about 4 of them.
3 were turned into burgers after they ran dry.
They keep... I remember, what was it, during Secret Invasion? They really had it in for Reed Richards because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Sorry. Yeah, Marvel. I watched Captain Marvel last night, actually. And Black Panther.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I
I watched
One
Endgame
Division.
the other night.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it was good this week.
It's not going to end well. It's going to end very sadly.
No, there was a little glimpse of that, wasn't there, with Vision? So yeah, it's not going to.
Yeah.
If you know your Marvel comics as well, it's drawing from certain storylines.
Pleasant
So
Hill
you-
and Wanda's breakdown.
Yeah, essentially. Avengers Disassembled. That and House of M. And considering how those ended up, well, they'll probably change it for the TV show, because they have changed it already. Because they don't have mutants for a start. But it's not going to end well. And she turns up in the new Doctor Strange film, I believe.
She's the bad guy.
The Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So this could be...
I just really, really need them to keep Master Pandemonium because I want to talk about the toddler arms. I need the toddler.
I remember
arms on
seeing
Dune.
that, thinking, whoa?
I need that on Disney. Just so much.
But if you haven't watched WandaVision, we recommend it. Very much so.
Doubtedly.
The first 2 episodes are pant-wittingly funny, with dark stuff at the edges. Little hints and things. The 3rd episode... hang on, have I got this right?
We're on number 4 right now. We're going
The
into
first
5.
3 episodes are
Yep.
funny. And then the 4th episode sees you from the outside point of view. From outside.
And just because Eddie was looking at us like we grew 2 heads, this is what I'm talking about with toddler arms.
Because I had no idea what you're talking about. No idea.
So have you put a thing in chat, love?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
toddler arms.
Let us just see. There we go. That's Billy and Tommy. That's the Scarlet Wind's twins.
Yeah.
Scarlet Wind, Scarlet Witch.
I don't know if you've noticed as well. So the first episode was like Dick Van Dyke. Second episode was Bewitched. The third episode were in Partridge Family territory. The fourth one sees it from the outside, and all the characters outside of it were all in American sitcoms. So the guy, the girl that's a scientist, was in Two Broke Girls. The other guy was in Fresh Off the Boat. So all the main actors outside are all came from. I just thought really clever. I just thought that's just really clever.
I have to say, I love Kat Dennings. Okay, fantastic.
She plays
She's the plucky science girl.
Yeah, from Thor.
Yeah.
Yes, I liked her in the Thor films.
girl.
I'm glad they brought her in, quite frankly. Well, we're nearly it's 25 minutes in. Should we review some Doctor Who?
Oh, but before we go,
okay.
Why Harvey's so clingy to me, I get a delivery thank you of mythical meats during the week.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes, I now have a shadow who's following me everywhere.
I strive to make yours and Harvey's relationship so much stronger.
It's like this now. It really is.
So I got half a damn there.
So thank you, Brian. Much appreciated.
You're welcome. I have to thank you too, because it's been like almost negative degrees outside, and that scarf you sent, oh my god, it's so freaking warm. I love it.
Where is it? Let us see it.
It's the tartan scarf.
It's over on the table now.
Oh, so you can start cosplaying Sylvester McCoy now.
Yeah.
Yep. You got the scarf. There's a few.
I got the scarf. I also have Jessica's Tom Baker scarf for when the office really ticks me off. I'll wear that in.
It's not accurate.
It's a 12-foot scarf.
It's not accurate.
It's as accurate as
it makes my teeth itch. You know, like
it's warm.
Like the new series TARDIS. It's too fat.
I could wear this thing wrapped around me like a mummy. I love this.
One day, I'll dig out my Series 18 scarf for you, but I need a ground crew to help me deploy it. It's great because I used to wear it. I used to go over to the local shops, to the cafe, and we'd sit outside, myself and a couple of friends I'd met there, and we'd drink our teas or coffees, have cigarettes and whatever. And of course, we'd carry on doing this through the winter. You know, it could be 0 degrees and we'd still be there. Dig out the Series 18 scarf. I've got a Luftwaffe trench coat as well.
Oh, nice.
And so you wear that, you can hardly stand. Put the scarf on, you need some sort of wheel and pulley system to stand up after that. And I wasn't cold. Sheila Lofthouse made me that scarf. I always remember that. She made it for nothing because she wanted to see if she could do it. And I was so touched by that. And it's an amazing scarf. It really is. 26 foot long.
Wow.
It's just... Oh, it
Mine's
stretches.
only 12.
And they stretch. That's just it. They stretch. So, half an hour in, shall we do what we came here to do?
Yeah, why not?
What
for
the
it.
Let's
hell?
go back to Doctor Who.
Yeah, anyway, and now from the worlds of BBC's television's Doctor Who, if I can remember what we're supposed to be doing, it's Doctor Who. That piece of music needs more exposure. I'm sorry, but it does. So does my Time Meddler piece. There, I'm going to be a little bit boastful. That piece of music's bloody brilliant. Other people should hear it.
It certainly is.
And my Time Meddler thing I did with Peter Purves. That needs a wider audience.
If only there was some kind of worldwide thing you could put it up on. So
they ignore me. It's up there.
A web of information sort of thing.
Yeah, like a series of tubes or something.
Yeah.
That
Not in my
connects people's
lifetime.
computers.
Yeah, the trouble is, with all those cans and bits of string, it's going to get very knotted, and the chance for a cross wire is you're going to end up talking to Mabel down the shops rather than who you were supposed to be talking to.
It's a fair point.
It
It's a
is.
fair
Yeah.
point.
And even if we do use the whole tin system, you still can't send food. I mean, you can pour custard into the tin by all means, and it might leak a little bit out where the string hole is. Why am I talking about this?
To avoid seeing William Hartnell in his swimsuit.
Yeah,
Because we have sidetracked from this Doctor Who review for so long already.
the first Doctor Who, probably Ian Chesterton and the girls, Vicky and Barbara, because that's how you have to say it, apparently, according to David Graham. Well, it's gone a bit funny. A smashed glass goes back in time and unsmashes, and it's very odd. And Doctor Who finally works out that they've skipped a time track. They've landed, so they go outside. They're not leaving any footprints in the sand. And they're in a space museum. And in case you were wondering, we're looking at the Space Museum tonight. Including a Dalek, which is a nice little foreshadowing, to be fair.
Yes.
And yeah, eventually at the end of episode 1, because they find themselves as exhibits in this museum. And at the end of episode 1, their footprints appear. And everything and suddenly they are in the right time frame, which means that future of them inside those capsules has yet to pass, and they have to try and stop it. There's a war going on between the Morrocks and the Zerans. Yeah, they said about that the best, quite frankly. And Bill Hartnell turns up in an old Edwardian swing costume, which is the reason we watched this for Brian. Did you appreciate that, Brian?
Sure.
Good. So, what do you make of this then?
It was stupid. It was.
I mean, I always thought the first episode is brilliant, but everything that comes after it is just what?
Yeah, and the whole. Hello, Arthur. Okay, so they're out of sync with time.
Yeah, they've skipped a time track, Brian. Keep up.
Yeah, was it another dodgy spring or something caused that? I mean, it really does need to get that.
Don't say that. I think I'm going to have to.
And Vicky
I need a
explains
new
it,
computer
and
case.
the doctor's like, yes, we should talk sometime. It's like, really?
Yeah, what?
She's been on your ship how long? You haven't talked to her yet?
She's a bit enthusiastic. He probably, dear, no, not now, child. That sort of thing.
Yeah, no. There was a whole lot going on with this arc, and it was dumb.
Okay,
I mean,
fair enough. It's not got a very good reputation. The first episode has, the rest of it doesn't.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well,
I saw that.
dumb sums it up from you. Eddie?
Dumb, I'm going to agree. There's elements to take from it I really liked, right? So, like you said, the first episode, and then it's quite dark in terms of they meet they see the TARDIS, and then they're obviously encased and they're embalmed. And then there's the embalming process that they go through. Can I ask you one, right? Episode 3, Hartnell kind of disappears. Or was this kind of Hartnell giving him time off to recuperate, or was he ill or something? Because the whole thing around, he get taken away to be embalmed and then wasn't seen until episode 4.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not 100% certain on that, but it sounds right.
Hartnell, I thought, was quite charming in this episode, though. The whole thing where he's in the chair, the projection chair, where it's they're trying to drill him for information, and the little giggle, spot on. I thought it was like this is what I like. I mean, he's quite serious and gruff and quite obtuse in the earlier episodes. So that they were saying a mischievous doctor. So I quite like that.
I filled the ball. I am the master.
He definitely had the elements of the trickster in him.
Yes. And then the whole thing projecting him in his Edwardian swimsuit and they're asking for information. Class. I just thought,
How did you get here? Penny farthing.
Yeah. How did I not remember that? Prisoner reference. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd like you to imagine this. All right, as a penny farthing, as I put it up, unworthy of the penny farthing. You see?
Farthing. Okay, no, I deserve that. I deserve that.
All right, okay. Just so we're all clear on that.
I've no dispute.
I now need an unworthy of the penny farthing logo.
I'll leave it with me.
And a worthy of the diamond logo one, because it shouldn't always be negative.
Right. Sean knows people. We'll get that sorted. So there's elements that I liked, but the whole thing around the Xanons and the Morlocks and just the side story just didn't go there. Vicky and how she actually tricks the computer into opening. I'm still not quite sure how that works and how she managed to do that. It was just too easy. And then at the end, it all comes together, and we'll get another faulty spring or widget or something that's caused the timesheet fizz. It was just too quickly explained. Liked the elements of it. Liked the ongoing characterisation and progression. Rock Hartnell becoming the kind of more mischievous, funny Doctor. Great. Overall, it was a bit like somebody else said in this podcast. Dumb.
I'm terribly sorry, but the way you were holding Harvey just a little bit before he moved, it did look like Boris Johnson was giving you a blowjob.
Not on a Sunday. That's midweek. That's how I wake up.
Oh, that's midweek. Okay.
That explains his hair.
That's why they call him Blowjo. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Space Museum. It's there, isn't it? It leads into the chase, which is a nice little thing for the kids. Oh, the Daleks are back!
Yeah.
The Daleks are back!
And the visualizer thing. So now I know where the visualizer comes from. He acts as reward, and he takes that from the Space Museum. Didn't realise that before. So good. That was.
The thing is, it didn't need. Well, I suppose it's got a wider range, but the TARDIS can do that as well. I point you to the Moonbase / start of the Macra Terror. So there. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, we can't talk much about the Space Museum. It's. I mean, fair dues, Vicky actually has a very strong role in it. She basically organises the rebellion, to be honest. But it really is. It's sort of dropped a couple of levels from what Doctor Who normally is. It's run around, two lots of men running around with guns. And that's not 100% Doctor Who. At least one of the lots of men will be dressed in rubber. It's, So, yeah. We did listening as well. Didn't we?
We did.
We listened to a fourth Doctor Who.
I only got the World Traders one done. I didn't get the second one done.
Oh. Okay, no, that keeps things up to normal. I mean, one of us is bound to not have,
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a box set, 2 stories, 4 parts each, which is nice. Fourth Doctor and Leela. And fair dues, they really know how to write for Leela. Oh, she is brilliant.
She's amazing in this.
And the performances, you don't get this as being an 80-year-old man, and I don't know how old Louise Jameson is. They've got the voices spot on. You just forget, you're back in the 70s. Really well done.
Yeah.
I've never enjoyed just listening to a woman bond with a cat before.
Right, better give you a quick heads up of the plots. The World Traders, the Doctor's gone for a day out in London to show Leela around. She's not that impressed, but they head back to the TARDIS to find it's gone. They discovered that they'd actually landed on private property, and the company that owns the property have declared the TARDIS their own property. So the Doctor then has to infiltrate this company and work his way through the various levels of bureaucracy to try and get the TARDIS back. However, there's all sorts of other things going on, because this company... it's the company. The company. Not a wolf to be seen, admittedly. But, yeah. If you know what that reference is to, great. If not, you got a nice surprise coming to you when you listen to it. And there's a few shenanigans of time travel to try and sort things out. Essentially, who's the original owner of something. And it's just nice seeing the Fourth Doctor having to try and negotiate. He's just constantly bewildered by these rules and regulations. You just get, this doesn't make sense. Again, we're going back to the whole Reddit thing. It's one rule for one rule for the other. It's a good satire of big business, which I enjoy. Like I say, Leela really gets some great stuff in this.
Oh yeah.
The second story, Day of the Comet, I think it's called.
Yep.
Basically, a comet's going to crash into a planet. Dear God, my mind's gone blank. I've completely forgotten the plot. I've lost the plot, everyone.
We're talking though. It's a fixed point in time, so the Doctor's got a kind of dilemma.
That's it.
Easily sort it out.
The people on this planet the comet is going to crash into have to die. There's something special about them that would drastically change the timelines in the web of time if they were allowed to survive. As such, the Doctor's hands are tied. He cannot save them, which a few people aren't very happy with, to be honest.
Understandable.
And then we have the Con turn up, basically the rescue ship. And it just goes from there. Again, a good story. I would think more serious, certainly, than the World Traders.
Definitely.
But two good big finishes, and like I say, they're 4-parters, and I don't normally do well with 4-parters. So I'm going to pass over to Brian and see what he thought of the World Traders.
I liked it. It's very topical, and
isn't it
what
just?
Is we keep doing this. We keep picking out stories and big finishes, and all of a sudden in the news it becomes relevant again.
I know the future, Brian.
Basically,
it's a form of prediction going on everything that's happened before.
I kind of need a lotto ticket from you then.
No,
I'm just saying,
you don't. Your son's rich.
No.
He's got 14 grand. He's rich.
He's rich. I'm not.
Okay. Anyway, carry on.
But yeah, I love this. I love hearing the Doctor, having to deal with.
Oh, I love the way you say that. I'm sorry,
What?
you remind me of Perry. All these tunnels look the same to me, Doctor. That's how you say it, Doctor.
Doctor.
It's so cute.
And he's having to deal with bureaucracy. He's middlemen who are just, no, that's against the rules. You can't do that. It's on our property. It's all ours, but it's mine. I own it. Not anymore. You weren't here. Do you have any ID? Just the little things that, we have to deal with every day. And he's like, are you kidding me? I don't deal with it. It's mine. And then Leela is beating the crap out of security.
Oh, she has a whale of a time in this story. She really does.
Yeah.
She bonds with a cat.
Yep, called Hunter.
I've never really... I'm like, I could deal with a Leela and the cat story.
We've had a Benny and the cat story.
That would be a good one. And then she goes and fights a lizard. And she's taunting it. She's smack-talking the lizard while it's trying to kill her.
Oh, she's brilliant.
They write Leela really well.
They know. Back when it was, she was under Hinchcliffe, this character had just been created, and it's a case of, we know what we can do with this. This is going to be good. And her second story is written by her creator as well. And then when it clicked over to the Williams era, they lost a certain something with the character. This hasn't just gone back to the original thing. It's emphasised it. And it's... Leela, they do an amazing job. And of course, Louise Jameson is well up for it. And it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it. I loved listening to her, bond with the cat and smack talk a lizard beast.
More
Beat
things
the
do
heck out
happen
of
in it.
security guards. Oh, it was fantastic.
And she challenges somebody to a hunt.
Yes.
Which is quite funny.
And she wants to meet Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh, God, no, because it'll be in backcountry and she'll just be there trying to stop the bats.
And there will be,
Space
acid
bats.
everywhere. And Yeah.
Mm.
It would have to be an animated episode.
Oh yes,
I want to see the acid trip.
probably shown on BBC Three. Eddie.
There's not much more I can add to that. It's just glorious. I thought Tom is fantastic in this as well. Just lots of quips and throwaway lines, and a lot of sarcasm in terms of corporate work, how corporations work, and like you said, having to cope with the bureaucracy. This is just really well written, and I mean at the start, it's just you forget that this is not two people in the latter years retreading and replaying their characters. They know their characters. They have re-inhabited their characters. This takes you firmly back to the 1970s, and I just loved it. It's funny, it's exciting. Soundscape's absolutely fantastic in this as well. And the special effects of your imagination on top of all this, I loved it. It's one of the best I've listened to, that I've enjoyed as much. And I binged both of these straight after each other. I just couldn't stop listening to them. So I went straight into the next one, which I thoroughly enjoyed as well.
Well, tell us about that one. Because Brian can't.
That one. It's the whole thing around there's a comet coming to a planet, and like you intimated, Siobhan, this is a fixed point or something in the web of time. This has to happen, and what was it, the Waters of Mars? It just kept taking me back to Waters of Mars and the 10th Doctor's time, Lord Victorious. This is how, if you give the 4th Doctor a kind of similar challenge to that, how he would handle it. And guess what? With age comes wisdom? Maybe not, because the 4th Doctor deals with it a hell of a lot better. And again, in this one, there's a lot of duplicity, there's a lot of skullduggery. We've got
good
a
word
con going on.
Skullduggery.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. So again, I kept thinking, how would the 10th Doctor manage this, and how the 4th Doctor's handle this a lot better. And it's just, in theory, it's a simple story around a comet's coming, what's the Doctor going to do? But there's so much more involved in this, and I'm not going to go any further than that, because if you want to, listen to it and you'll thoroughly enjoy it.
so I think it's fair to say we rather enjoyed this 4th Doctor box set, didn't we?
Oh,
Yes. Knocked it at the park.
It's been available for a couple of weeks now from the Big Finish website. Go get it if you like your Tom, if you like your Louise. This is an excellent one. It really is. Some strong stories, beautifully acted.
And listen to the makings of and stuff, because they go into Tenko, because one of the characters in the Comet episode, it was also starred with Louise Jameson in Tenko, and I just again took me back to it. So listen to those as well, because it's just brilliant. I really enjoyed those as well.
It makes me wonder if they've got Tenko on BritBox, because I would like to see it again.
I was thinking about that. I might have a wee look, because it kind of piqued my interest in terms of going back and visiting it.
It was a very, very, very good show. It was a hard show for that time of the evening, to be honest, on BBC One. It's basically, Brian, it's a Japanese prison camp, the civilian prison camp, where they've taken the women that they capture in Singapore. And it's what happens to the women in the camp. It's a BBC drama, so, it's sort of early 80s, so they can't show too much, but they do push what they can show. And it's I think, was it 4 series of it? I can't remember. And it takes it all the way through to when the Japanese surrender and the aftermath. And it's... sometimes a very hard watch, but it's a superb TV drama. Carry on, Eddie. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, and Louise Jameson's fantastic in it, and she explains in the behind the scenes she had to leave it early, which I never realised it because she was like, she got pregnant, and I have think explained
again?
You know that.
She got pregnant halfway during the making of this audio.
No. Did I say that? Oh no, I meant halfway through making a Tenko, season 2 or whatever. So,
is that why she
so
left Tenko? It's an ongoing thing with her. She gets pregnant. Invasion of Time, I think.
To be fair, did you see Louise Jameson during that time period?
Yeah, she was on TV. She was in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I have vague recollections of her in a loincloth.
Yeah.
Yes.
She ended up in EastEnders.
It's a cruel world at times, isn't it?
I
It's
know,
a
it
cruel
really
world.
is.
It is. Some things are
Rosa
just not
DeMarco,
fair.
I think her name was. In that.
So that's what I devoured every last piece of it. I thought it was really good.
Yep. So we recommend that. Go and spend your hard-earned pennies, or if you've just ripped off a hedge fund millionaire, just go and enjoy yourselves. You deserve it.
Knock yourself off.
Spend the hedge fund millionaire's money. You've earned it.
Yes, damn straight. That'll teach them. Fucking thinking they can go around destroying other people's businesses for profit. Shouldn't be allowed, quite frankly. Anyway, moving on to the one I deliberately didn't watch. It's the Hearts of Soggoth, everybody.
Oh, you didn't watch The Hearts of Soggoth?
Nah, I can remember it on original transmission.
Soggoth? I thought it was Sodoff. Hearts of Sodoff. No?
No, basically, Mike's in a band.
So should we save this for when Dominic comes back so that we can properly torment him with it?
I really would like to keep Dominic on the show, if possible.
Happy birthday, Dominic's dad.
Yes,
Nobody watches this.
Happy birthday, Dominic's
Father
father.
Dominic, as somebody wrote in chat. That's how I read it. I thought, oh, hello, Father Dominic. Mike's he finds this drum, and it's possessed by the devil, and anybody who listens to it being played becomes possessed by the devil, and it's a way of taking
He's
over.
given it by his new manager, Jerry.
New manager, yeah.
And that's it. Really?
Uh-huh.
Let's be honest here. That's it.
A bit more.
Was there?
Yeah, well, they get
Was
a
there
deal where
really?
they're going to be on live TV and they're going to play their little groovy
When
tune.
thousand people hear it played, Soggoth is going to rise, and 1,000 Years of Darkness,
Did
Doom
that happen?
everywhere. Ipa.
It didn't. It happened because of Elizabeth. So this was an Elizabeth-centric episode, and for that, it gets a few points
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
because Elizabeth
You love
saves the day. Elizabeth's the only one that doesn't succumb to the evil of the Soggoth drum. I know watching it and hearing Mike play the Soggoth drum, I wanted to punch the screen. So it still works.
Yeah. I mean, all
Yeah,
Elizabeth had to do
It was
was
my-
just
it
aim
was-
that laser up just a little bit more.
It was Mike Holloway's birthday the day or so back. Seriously.
Happy birthday, Mike. Happy birthday, Mike.
Is he still alive?
Yes, yes, he's still alive and tweeting
He's still on
proudly.
Twitter.
Oh. We're sorry, Mike. We're
Just
sorry.
saying. I'm just saying. Because it'll be me who has to put up with the fact that if he hears any of this, you two going on about him, it'll be me who gets it in the neck. I'll turn around and say, I'm sorry, I really am not responsible for the foreigners.
It's not like, we hate Mike Holloway, the person.
Oh, you've come close to that.
We hate Mike the character.
Mike
Character.
Bell.
And I mean, if people can't, weave the two apart, there's the actor and there's the character.
Hang on a moment.
That's
Something's
not
just
enough.
struck me. Does John have a surname?
I've never heard. I can't find it.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. Because you've got
You'd like
Mike
Penny.
Bell, so Bell's whiskey. Stephen Jameson, Jameson's whiskey. Boswell doesn't really fit. And I don't think we ever got Carol and Kenny's surnames.
No.
But they're probably whiskey based,
Yes.
as are a lot of the plots later on down the line.
No, they were written under the influence of
That's a whiskey.
Brian, what's next week's?
I don't know.
You wanted to
done
do
with-
this.
We're done with season 5, so that's
It's not going to be the new gods, is it?
No, we're not that far along. Let me see. That was the end of season 5 with Jerry the Skeleton. They kept the little thing on his head where they hang it on the hook. They just put Jerry's suit on him when he turned into a skeleton. I'm sorry. It's the Lost Gods.
The Lost Gods.
Oh, hang on a moment. Is that the same one I'm thinking of, the new gods?
I don't know. I don't recall
It
this one.
should
I
just
recall
be
the
Mike and
next one
John
after
to
this.
start with, no Elizabeth.
I'm
Oh.
not sure. The
Mike
next
is losing
one,
points already.
the one after this one is Hitler's Return. So, Tomorrow People versus Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah. It is
Yeah.
as bad as it sounds, by the way, boys and girls.
Yeah,
It really is.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll look at the Lost Gods next week then.
So we're jumping mega
Season
sharks.
4 was
into
the
it.
high point of this show.
Yeah, we've
Really?
well past the high point of this show, unfortunately.
I can't believe that they don't have the jumpsuits in that season. My God.
Well,
No,
the AE
jumpsuits
suits.
the jumpsuits are the end of season 7.
Oh, do you mean the bubble skin jumpsuit? Sorry, I thought you were talking about the AE suits.
No, the evil
Evil
Venom jumpsuits.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it for modern audience.
Yeah. So yes, we're up
Symbiotic
to the
trousers.
Lost God.
Symbiotic trousers.
Let's see if this one has a cult for John to join.
For John or Mike?
John.
Oh,
'Cause-
John.
John joined the Hearts of Sagoth.
Oh, did he?
Undercover.
I didn't watch
Yes.
it.
Yeah. John joined the Hearts of Sagoth. He went through the whole ritual and everything.
But it was when he took to his first disco and heard Mike play that he went on.
Yeah.
He went cuckoo. Yeah, cuckoo bananas.
John?
And then
Cuckoo
and then
bananas?
tried
Oh, John turned
he
traitor
tried-
in this.
tried
he
to
was
kill
full on
Elizabeth. Yeah.
That wouldn't have gone well. There's only one Tomorrow person I know who's killed somebody. And that did not go well. That's in the audios.
Yeah, there was an element of I don't know if he was faking that he was going. To be honest,
Was his acting that
Elizabeth's
good?
great. No.
He seemed like he
No.
really wanted to kill Elizabeth. I don't know if that's acting or not. So
There might have been a bit that she was getting too much screen time, so maybe there was a bit of.
yeah, she got this whole arc. So
I am very surprised that when you have programs looking at influential BAME people, that Elizabeth Adair is never mentioned. Because she was one hell of a role model in the Tomorrow People. And they wrote her very well as well. They
Yeah.
wrote her as a strong woman. And a very important role model for children.
And she's
so
really,
why
really good
does
at
she
this.
not get mentioned more?
That's a fair point. A really fair point, because this is not a great episode, but she's good in it. Really good in it.
she's
And,
fantastic in it.
Huh?
I mean, it even has old time gaslighting. The
Okay.
manager, Mike, John, they all try to gaslight Liz. Like, oh no, you didn't hear them rename the
Oh,
band
yeah.
Hearts of Sagoth. No, what are you talking about? Nobody's acting strange.
Oh, so Trump.
Maybe you are acting strange. Have you considered that? Perhaps you should go back to the lab.
And Tim kind of comes to the rescue there. And was like,
Yeah.
You've given me an idea. You see, The Late Show, Stephen Colbert, they no longer refer to Trump by name.
Thank God.
I think we should do the same.
Who?
The Curious Orange, love. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, the Great Orange Shit Gibbon. Yes.
That's what I was going to say. Yes. You were talking about for the first 3 months of a relationship. It's sweetie, et
Honey,
cetera.
baby,
Yeah.
sweetheart.
I started saying that to people a few years ago. It just happened. I suddenly started calling, "Oh, come on then, sweetie," and "Come on, dear, let's." It's really weird. Don't know where that came from. Sorry, it
River
might
Song.
have sounded. No, it wasn't River. My personality's changed slightly. It's probably the pills. Very strange. Anyway, can we move on from the Tomorrow People now, please?
That great speech, please. Yes.
Please.
Did you enjoy it?
Loved it. It was hilarious.
Liar!
No, I actually like this one.
Yeah, Elizabeth's great, and it could have been a much better story if had anybody apart from Elizabeth actually took any interest in actually doing anything with this story.
Yeah.
Good premise, poorly executed, great acting from Elizabeth.
There we go. All right, let's move on.
All they needed to do was laser Mike, and my world would have been fine. Zoom!
He's
Get
there to
ready.
the end, mate. He's there
Drum's
to the
fixed.
end.
Hey, all you have to do, instead of shooting the drum, you shoot the drummer. Music stops either way.
Episode over.
Roll credits.
Which starts with a timpani drum. Okay, so moving on. Yes, the Liberator has discovered a spaceship going round and round in circles, and on board this spaceship, somebody's been killed. Killed dead. Did. Murder.
Murdered.
Murder.
There's been a murder.
Yep. Thank you, Eddie. It just sounds so good. So they beam over, or teleport over rather, and the ship's a bit knackered, and it's carrying something very, very important. So Blake says that they'll take the very, very important thing to the planet they were going to, whilst Callie and Avon stay behind to effect repairs on the ship, and also to act as hostages against Blake's actions. And it's a whodunit, with the body count slowly going up, and it's really good. I really enjoyed Mission to Destiny. It was a lovely break from Blake 7, if I'm honest with you. It was, there's no Federation charging after them. They're not doing this, that, and the other. It's just set on this ship, and who's the bad guy? And that's all it is. And it gives the characters a chance to come out more, if I'm honest with you. Certainly Avon.
Avon.
I mean, this was the Avon show, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Brian?
Eddie, you haven't gone to him first at all today.
Yes, I have. Haven't I?
Oh,
Eddie, I'm so sorry.
No.
Oh, God, I'm sounding like a character out of the Archers.
How
Oh,
could
Eddie.
you monster?
I'll be fine.
He's obviously far too upset to do anything now, Brian. So
No. Let me compose myself. I'm back. For the very same thing, just you've basically said, we get two stories. We get one where the Liberator's going through an asteroid field, and they make it out in time before the power runs out, so that they lose their force fields. Yeah, aye, great. Then we're back to the real story, and it's like, what if Agatha Christie wrote Blake 7 and replaced Poirot with Avon? It's just so good. We get an Agatha Christie in space with Paul Darrow to just go over the top and just
that's
be...
just it. He didn't go over the top. This is still the restrained Avon of the first couple of series.
The elements of sarcasm there in the comments. And you could even say it's like Sherlock Holmes and Watson, with Callie being Watson, because this is the person who's supposed to be a telepath. So surely she could pick up some of the vibes from who the
She
suspects
can't read minds.
Telepath ever.
She can't read minds.
Oh,
It's
well,
been-
don't
that's
call
been-
yourself a telepath then. Or,
Then you're not a telepath.
No.
Don't call yourself-
Telepathy is to send messages. Yeah.
empath.
Yeah. Mind reader is something different.
Well, they need to find something. Anyway, that would have made for a much more shorter story. The other thing around this was, I couldn't remember this one. I don't know why. I must have skipped it, because I did a watch through recently, and I must have missed it. But the first thing that came to mind was when Blake goes off with the case was, open the case, check the stuff is in the case. And it was like he gets all the way there to have to come back because, the case is empty. Blake, you're an arse. Leave now and let Avon take over.
Did Gan have anything to do in this episode?
No.
No, Gay did. Gan absolutely. Gan served them all tea when they were coming out the tail end.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot. He makes the best. He is the Uncle Iroh of tea
Yeah.
making at Blake.
He served the beverages.
Uncle Iroh?
Avatar: The Last Airbender reference.
Okay.
The youth would get it.
This is a talkie, yes?
This is an animated series. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Uncle Iroh learned tea making from Gan.
Right.
The youth will understand. Don't worry.
I don't think the youth watch this.
Sean, do you get what this is all about? You're youthful. Well, let's see if Sean's still listening. Probably would be.
That's true.
Yeah.
But even just lovely touches. So the whole thing around, there's a number scrolled in blood, the 54124, which when you push it together and look at it and squint your eyes, it spells out Sarah. It's a very quick who done it. Paul Darrow, hats off. I just thought I love Avon, and this is an Avon-centric episode with Blake and everybody else kind of moved to the periphery.
I just love the fact it's an Avon-centric episode featuring early Avon where he's not chewing the scenery. That's wonderful. Sean's come back to us. No, he doesn't know what you're talking about either.
Have you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated thing?
Oh no, it was Yu-Gi-Oh that he followed. That was around at the same time, was it not?
Okay.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember that well. Yeah, he had the trading cards, and he had that kind of arm thing that he wore where you stored the cards up and
my
had
kid
battles.
was into it too for a while.
Yeah,
I am so old.
we need to introduce them. We need to introduce my kid to your kid so they can trade Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think Sean still got them.
And I think there's a good chance, Sean being Scottish, he'll mug your kid for the 14 grand.
Mike,
with his father trying to orchestrate this? How dare you, Siobhan? How dare you?
how dare you?
All right. Yep, that's good. So, in future Flashing Bay news.
So here's my take on this episode.
Yeah, come on then.
It was fantastic.
Yes.
I like this. However, I do know a certain redhead on a space station called Babylon 5 that would take it umbrage at this lady calling herself a telepath.
Yeah, but the whole point is it has been stated that telepathy, they can talk to each other using their minds, but they can't read minds. It was stated right at the start on their first thing.
She can project her thoughts, can't she? So she can project her thoughts, can she read other people's responses back if she projects?
No, she's the worst telepath ever. She can only send her thoughts to someone. They have to speak it back.
Right, this looks like we're having another Flashing Blade. I'm trying to think of the right word here. The word itself has escaped me.
You know what? If you want to see a good telepath,
there we go. Obsession.
If you want to see a good telepath, we should start watching Babylon 5.
Which
R.I.P. Myra Furlong.
Yes.
You did that last week.
No, we didn't.
R.I.P. Myra.
Len has died. She's gone beyond the rim.
Lena, yeah.
That's a damn shame. Anyway, the shit. Thanks. I've forgotten what I was going to say now.
Blake 7. You enjoyed it.
Blake 7. Everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We were talking telepaths. We were talking.
Babylon 5. We're talking.
Oh, that's out in HD.
Yeah, I know. I have it. I've been watching it on HBO.
Buy it to download. Fair dues.
See me after this. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Has its issues, I should imagine, still, but it's in 4:3, so that's something.
Well, I don't have the HD, but we'll talk.
Right. Okay.
Yar, matey.
So we all enjoyed Blake 7, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I think
Blake 7 is fantastic.
I think the next episode is Project Avalon. Don't quote me on that.
Quoting.
Is that the one where we get the origins of the Liberator?
No.
No.
We're way off that yet.
No, Duel.
Duel. Okay, it was going to be one of those two. Yeah, Duel. A Travis heavy episode. So
You need a villain focused one to establish them.
exactly. So yeah, that's what we're doing for Blake 7 next week. Doctor Who, Keeper of Traken.
Keeper tracking. Okay.
Again, Series 18.
All right.
The penultimate story. Audio. The Adventures of River Song.
A wee bit of that. That sounds fantastic.
Okay. And the Tomorrow People, the Lost Gods or New Gods.
The Lost Gods,
Lost Gods.
Lost Gods. Okay.
aka the Lost Plot. Kind of series that showed so much promise and was so good at the start, just totally veer off. And
Because-
as Price,
The creator
lost
lost
interest.
interest. He'd lost interest in it. He wanted to go off and do other things, and he killed the show off, and they brought it back. Now, as a child viewer, I was really glad that they brought it back, but even I could see it just didn't seem to be as good as it used to be, even at that age.
yeah,
But yeah, the Tomorrow People proper ends at the end of Revenge of Jedediah. In myself.
yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. Season 4, end of people.
I am unworthy of the fist. The opening fist, opening titles.
Yeah,
I know people
I know
who
where you
was-
were going. I know where you were going.
But
Yeah.
I know people who were scared of that.
No. What freaked me out was the show that comes after this on Nickelodeon, The Third Eye.
Yeah, but that's American, Brian.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Under the Mountain as a kid is terrifying. The Children of Stone? No? Nothing?
Children of the Stones.
Yeah. That was
Oh, yeah.
terrifying as a kid.
Are you talking the thing again with? What is wrong with my memory tonight?
But the scientist and his son go back to a little
Yes.
village, and then
There's a little village in the rock.
Oh.
Nothing's changed. And yeah. That show was terrifying, and so was Under the Mountain with the slug people. You never. There was a movie by it a couple years ago. Who was it? Sam Neill. Sam Neill was in a movie version of it. But no, this was long before that.
Okay, so you're not talking Tremors.
No, Under the Mountain.
Okay, right. With the slug people.
It's about the twins with the magic powers, and they had this little rock thing that did weird shit. They held it in their hands, a little special stone that glowed only for them.
I think is drug testing compulsory in this podcast?
Oh, I'd fail. Or I'd pass with flying colours. It depends how we're doing it.
Failing, passing.
It's medicinal.
Fine. I'm gonna grab the link for it because I have the whole GD thing.
No, it's all right. Don't worry.
No, that's fine.
No, go for it.
Please. I wouldn't like to put you to all that trouble.
It'll be fine.
Something to watch, Brian. Go for it.
The tripods. No,
Tripods.
Where the hell is that?
2 parts.
Yeah, I
or
have
3
season
parts
1
story.
and 2 of the tripods.
Haven't got series 3, have you, by any chance?
No.
Okay. It's right, neither the BBC.
No, we'll continue to look for it.
It was never
We'll find
made.
it.
Yeah, BritBox.
It was
You
never
brought back
made.
Spinach. I know, bring it back. Make it BritBox to make it. They brought back Spit and Image. So do season 3, create it, make it, show it.
Wouldn't be a bad one for Netflix.
There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
I mean, I was rather worried with. His.
Oh, that
something
does look.
things.
Even the picture for that looks a bit. Oh, I don't know.
It's
That does look a
scary
bit.
when you're a little kid. You should watch the commercial and the intro. That shit is scary, man.
Right, I'm
not
gonna
play it now. But by the way, Facebook are still complaining about bits where we're talking apparently are being claimed as copyright by various companies.
Yeah, I've discovered what that is, right? So I signed away my person to George Lucas some point in 1982, so it could be Lucasfilms there. Sorry, it could be my fault.
See, this is the trouble. You don't read a game's EULA, you're screwed.
Yeah. I just
Somewhere
thought I was
inside
going
there, it's a case of every time you talk, it's actually copyright George Lucas.
I thought I was buying a Luke Skywalker and had to sign the form to get it, but unfortunately I signed my
Were you acquired in the buyout by Disney then? Could you be owned by Disney now?
Well, it means we can blame, if he has a bad week, we can blame Disney for it. Somebody made a wonderful point. When people don't like the Star Wars film, they blame Disney. But no one has a go at Marvel. It's always, isn't Marvel great? Isn't Marvel? But that's Disney.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, Marvel's great.
Okay. That ends that conversation right there.
Marvel's much better.
Lord. What we got coming up this week? Brian, come on. No, Eddie.
Eddie, what have you got going on this week?
My wife's birthday's tomorrow, so I'm going to try and finish. So
it's an imaginary birthday party.
It is, yes. And my imaginary son, don't worry about it, I've taken care of it. You've got other things to concentrate on. So, it's Angela's birthday tomorrow. And so
happy birthday from us, yeah?
Yes.
I will do, and so I'm hoping to get I'll work through lunch, finish early, and take care of dinner. That's about as exciting as it gets.
Oh, yeah, you can't go anywhere, can you? So
no.
That's a shame.
No.
Right, Bri, apart from basically cycling yourself into oblivion, what's this week for you? Maybe getting $7,000.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Trust me, I know the kid. He won't.
Oh, no. If you get any tips or any information from your
if
son,
there's any
the
information,
next game stop, in the chat.
Let me see. It's cold. It's dark. I'm going to work. This is going to be the rest of my life.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
That's
nice.
a happy
It's good. You've got your future planned out.
Oh yeah.
It's not many people have that, if I'm honest with you. So you've got that stability to look forward to.
Stability. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Yeah, stability. Actually, have you taken the stabilizers off your exercise bike yet?
No, I haven't. I actually need them because I'm a little wobbly on it. The seat is incredibly uncomfortable for my fat ass.
Yeah, it's more of a sports seat sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
If you can get it changed, I saw the post you put. If you can get it changed,
the pedals are also they only half as wide as my feet need. So you know how you're supposed to pedal on the balls of your feet?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's just it seems a very strange
It
design.
covers the big toe and nothing else. So I'm constantly having to adjust it.
You didn't get the kiddies version, did you?
No, they make these apparently for small, petite, 30-year-old women who are looking for their second husband.
Oh, let us know how that goes on. How that goes, yeah?
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it works.
I didn't know you had
I'm going to be getting
fair
a
enough.
nice, fat, cushiony seat for my wide butt.
Large, fat, cushiony ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And some mountain bike pedals that I can actually, press my feet on.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
In fact, not having it right could actually hurt you.
Exactly. And nobody wants that. Well, I don't want that. I don't want that. We're going to leave your aspirations out of this.
You might think that. I couldn't possibly comment. Mm-hmm. I failed to assassinate Sinister the other day, which I'm a bit unhappy about.
You failed to assassinate me a week ago.
I know. I may have to change my company.
You might have to get Scud the disposable assassin going here.
That's not good. Oh, well, there we go. Next week, The Keeper of Traken, the new River Song box set, Lost Gods.
Tomorrow People, Lost Gods.
And a duel for Blake 7.
Cuddly toy.
Indeed. Didn't they do well? So that was a Saturday night. That was the Saturday night. No,
Doctor Who, then a bit of Brucey. That was that.
hang
that
on, I'm
was
having
that.
issues here. Right, hang on. No, come on. Just leave me alone.
You've just put Brian on full screen as well on Twitch. It was a takeover we were all waiting for. It was only a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time. Hello, everyone. I am your new overlord.
Oh, bless him. So innocent. I've got too many wires here, and my feet keep catching them. Shall we go away? Yeah, let's
Sean-
do going
Sean-
away.
Sure.
See you later, Sean.
Hang
It's
on.
great. This is an opportunity for me to catch up with my son now. See you later, Sean.
Right, okay. Say goodbye, boys.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
boys.
We're wanting that. Bye-bye.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.